This is really, really friggin' cool. And it is a life lesson for anybody else that wants to learn from all of this negative experience, or what appears to be negative. Now, I'm getting hundreds of nasty, nasty emails, and if I will always say that you will access an information field, which is scientifically proven that the everything outside yourself is nothing but information, and you can communicate with it just like you can communicate with the internet and get what any information you want. You can access this information field just as well. If you are calm and loving and peaceful inside and you start asking questions using your intuition, you can get some really good answers. Same with the internet. If you're loving and peaceful and want to see something peaceful, when you do a search or observe anything that's on the internet, you'll find something that confirms everything that's good. If you're angry and pissed off and you ask the universe any information and use your intuition and think the information is right, you'll always be wrong. Which is why it's so friggin' easy to know what side of good everything is. And you'll always be on the winning side if you can remain calm and peaceful and not let negative transform you into the negative behavior. So I'm like really, really focused on feeling the love and the peace. And it's really, really easy not to pay attention to the negative shit that's coming my way. It doesn't affect me at all. I'm actually just let them have their lesson. Let them burn themselves. Let them put themselves in their own cage so that they can see that they're building their own cage. And I don't have to do that for them. They can do it themselves. The stress alone will cause them to suffer in the long run. And it is within their own illusion. Now, in doing so, like I say, there's been so many positive stuff coming that if I'm stuck, not able to see the good stuff, which is really, really challenging. When you've got this many hate, it's really hard to distinguish which one is the good and which one is the bad. But I did get this email that is worded perfectly, because every single one of us right now on this planet have a purpose, has a mission, has a participation in the change. You have a talent that probably has been suppressed. You haven't been able to get the support you needed or even understand, why is it that I'm here? Well, this guy kind of shows it, and we all have this. This is just one guy's example of it that I was able to pick up because I'm in that love and feeling. And I'll read his email. And got caught up recently in all the YouTube drama and forgot my initial reason for being on YouTube, which is, of course, to showcase people's work, bring audio and videos together in my own way, so to speak. This audio track is called Rain Is Gone, artist WFX. If you haven't heard of him, I suggest checking his video out. So I checked his video out, just to make it short. And in it, he says it's a short video that recently cheered him up. And, a lot of people have different versions of music. Music is definitely something that can calm you down, but it all depends on the wording that's within in some songs. And if you're making songs that are all about the doom and gloom, when you read those songs, it'll make you feel like you're part of the doom and gloom. If you are stuck in your hate, like a lot of rap songs started off with, my life is big and bad, and they write songs about how big and bad it is, and because everybody else feels like their world is big and bad, then it joins the group of, hey, I'm not alone, the world is big and bad. And, that's how things ended up escalating, is by formulating groups that say we have this in common. But the point is that, do you want to live in big and bad? As long as you're telling big and bad stories all the time, then you recreate all of the reasons why things need to be big and bad, and global problems end up escalating, and you don't even see how you participate in that. But it is about participating in the solutions. And I know that when I ended up crashing and burning because of all of the corruption within the system, part of calming down was, like, I did move into an area that was, beautiful. It was desert, lots of wildlife. It was a really small town. I didn't have to walk too far out my door and get into the wilderness. And lots of it was I had to get off of the left brain thinking that just kept getting repeated. Yeah, the world's big and bad, and just keep replaying. Yes, these are all the reasons why things are big and bad. But you have to go into the right brain thinking that brings new information that is more calming. Years and years and years ago, when I was dealing with a lot of abuse in my marriage and trying to seek answers, there was this information that says, if you want happiness, see the beauty in a flower. And it's like, is that a pile of crap or what? But after crashing and burning and doing a ton of research, it's like, now I know why that makes sense. And it's, you have to look at a flower to the point where you can see the beauty, and if you can get your brain to do that, then you stimulate right brain thinking, which is heart thinking, which is love thinking, which is new information that you can put into your left brain and then start repeating those new rules. So this video was really, really cool. I am very, very picky of the types of music that I listen to. And the beat and just the scenery is really, really well worth looking at. So anybody that's sort of stuck in this conflict and want to feel good, I'll put a link to that video. Thank you very much. I should give a shout out to you. Breakbeatkev. You do have a very valuable reason for your existence, if not just to show up in this conversation and pass this link on. If that is what you do, if this is what your mission is to post positive music that influences us to think more from heart, then I invite everybody else to subscribe to this guy, because he's probably got some good music that will help guide you down a better direction. It definitely helped me. When I was in the beginning stages of calming down, I'd go for a walk with my daughter and she'd be saying, isn't that a pretty flower? And it's like, I didn't even see any flowers there. It's like, what are you talking about? She had to really go and say, look, Mom, there's the flower. And it's like, holy shit, it was right there in front of me and I couldn't see it. So it is a lot of things that there is good in everything. It's just, is your brain in the mode to receive information that supports good things? And if your brain is not functioning correctly enough, you won't see it. And those that are stuck in the anger, they're looking through the anger eyes, and they'll call me, I'm delusional. And it's like, yeah, we're all delusional. Every one of us are delusional. We are living in our own delusions. I ain't going to fight that one. It's like, how can you fight that? It's true. How I perceive the world is going to be my delusion. But I perceive my delusion to be loving and peaceful, and I don't think that we're all fighting. We all want the same thing. I think we all want love and peace. I think at the end of the day, we all want to experience love and peace in our world. I just happen to think that we don't know how to get there yet. We don't know how to have that communication yet, because while some people choose to see the goodness in the world of all things, some people are stuck in seeing all of the bad things, and they're in that delusion, and they will confirm and find all of the reasons to confirm their delusion that the world is all negative. It all depends on, what part of your brain you're using. If you want to use, negative, 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 you will see it. That's why nothing is everything's true and false at the same time, because I can prove my point. I can prove my point beyond a doubt. But this guy can also find information that proves his point beyond a doubt. It all depends on which information you want to look at. If you want to look at the full and complete picture, what do you want to see? You will ultimately create the delusion that you want to see. And so anyways, go check out this guy's video. It was really, really nice. I love the beat. It is right up my alley. That's the type of music I like to listen to. Thanks for sending it. Peace out.